Alright guys, Arsenal have just beaten Man United 3-1, and for United, whilst the performance was definitely nowhere near as bad as the one on Tuesday against Liverpool, it was still not great. And also, Arsenal, whilst they're massively improved this season, they're still obviously not on the level of Man City or Liverpool just yet. But yeah, Arsenal took the lead early on through Nuno Tavares, a great save by De Gea, and yeah, no one picked up Tavares at all. And also, it was shocking from Varane and Telles to let the ball through to Saka to get the shot off. One of them needed to intercept it at least. And then obviously there was the second goal by Arsenal, which definite penalty. Well, the goal was correctly disallowed for offside, but the penalty in the build-up, definite penalty. And yeah, just again, clumsy defending from Alex Telles. And yeah, tucked away really well by Saka from the spot. Really good penalty. United did pull one back. It was actually a superb cross from Nemanja Matic, I thought. It wasn't the greatest defending from Arsenal ever. And Ronaldo did what Ronaldo does. That was his 100th Premier League goal, which, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot for him. Because, I mean, obviously we all know he's on, 800-ish goals now in his career. So to say that only 100 of them have come in the Premier League when he's spent about 7 seasons, that doesn't sound like a lot. But you have to take into account that he was at his best when he was at Real Madrid in his late 20s, early 30s. But yeah, what else? And then, that was it till half time. United got a penalty early on in the second half. Bruno Fernandes took it, which surprised me. I thought, Ronaldo takes penalties, didn't he, these days for United? And the only penalty I can remember from Fernandes this season is the one that he absolutely skied against Aston Villa in September. And this one, he didn't hit the target either. Just a crap penalty. He did his hop, step, jump thing. And just like when he kicked it, he looked up at the goalkeeper whilst he did it. And I just, why take your eye off the ball? Like, I know no one, when they take a penalty, is constantly staring at the ball whilst they kick it. They're looking at the goal. But Fernandes isn't looking at the goal. He's looking at the keeper, it feels more like. Which confused me. Came off the post and went wide. And yeah, United were on top for a lot of the second half early on, especially the first 15-20 minutes. It felt like they were going to score eventually and equalise. But then out of nowhere, Granit Xhaka hits an absolute thunderbolt. We know he's capable of them. He has got an absolute hammer of a left foot on him when he's got the ball 30 yards, 25, 30 yards from goal. And if I remember correctly, I think, I haven't heard this statistic, but I think that might be the third time Xhaka has scored against United at the Emirates from outside the box. Like, if someone wants to check that, then please do, because that just came into my mind. So I remember he scored one at the end of his first season. I think he took a massive deflection, so it wasn't really, a thunderbolt, if you like. And then he also scored one in March 2019, I think, around that time. And that one had a lot of swerve, and he sent David De Gea the wrong way. But yeah, he is capable of an absolute screamer, Granit Xhaka is. But yeah, United, though, for the first half was what cost them. Arsenal were just too good for them. Odegaard and Saka, the link-up play, especially for the second goal or the penalty, lead up to the penalty, was just absolutely brilliant. That the reverse pass, especially from Odegaard, is spectacular. Odegaard is, at the moment, he's one of my favourite players in the Premier League. I just think he's brilliant. He's not like he's not like a modern day number 10. He's more like a I can't think of a player who he's like really. He's slightly more of a playmaker number 10 rather than a Bruno Fernandes number 10, if you know what I mean. Um, and yeah, I just think he's absolutely brilliant. El Neni and Xhaka also both had good games in midfield. Defensively, though, Arsenal, I thought at times they did leave themselves open quite a lot. Nuno Tavares, I don't think is good enough to be starting for Arsenal. To be honest, even as backup, he's not a reliable backup. Like Kieran Tierney's obviously quality, but when Tavares comes in at backup, I never feel confident in him, and I'm not even an Arsenal fan. Yeah. But United, though, if we go through their team, Elanga had a few good moments. Could have possibly had a penalty in the second half. I felt when Tavares uh, just like took him over, took him down completely. It was Tavares who did give away Fernandes' penalty, just holding his hands up on a corner, just stupid. In fact, there was 3 times I think in the game where Tavares could have given away a penalty. There was the one on Elanga in the first half as well, where he sort of had an arm on him. I didn't think that was a penalty, though. Rio Ferdinand thought otherwise. But for me, not quite enough on it to justify a penalty. But yeah, I mean, United's top 4 hopes now are over, aren't they? I think that's fair to say. I just knocked the table. But yeah, Arsenal, the race is well and truly on with Tottenham, who play Brentford later today. Is there anything else to discuss? I suppose Harry Maguire being dropped as well, which, I mean, if it's like, there's 2 potential reasons for that. One is obviously he's been shocking for United this season defensively. Like, just nowhere near good enough. And the other reason is that, there's an idiot who's apparently threatened him with some sort of explosive in his house or something, which is just moronic, obviously. Like, Harry Maguire, he's first of all, no one deserves to have a bomb planted on their house. I take that back. No current professional footballer does. I think there are a couple of people on this planet you could maybe say, but Maguire, whilst you can say he isn't good enough, which is a fair enough statement if you don't think he is, and I don't think he really is if United do want to move forward. But you can't deny the fact that he does, try his best for the team. He's not one of the players who just half-asses it. So for me, it's just a bit sick that there are people out there threatening to do that. But yeah, once again, the better team on the day were the better team this season, and that's Arsenal. They were just too good for United for the majority of the game today. And yeah, obviously United have had the news since the Liverpool game on Tuesday that Eric Ten Hag is to come in, and he's got a lot of work to do, put it that way. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.